Hi, Bellas! Ayan, I'm here. I'm live dito sa kabila. So, I mean, yung aking headset. Okay, guys. So, while we're waiting sa pag-end ng live ng kabila, I'm just gonna sit here and do some reminders for everyone. So, let me know if you can hear me. Okay. Oh, yan. Wait, parang nawala ako. Hello? Ayan. So, just go here na sa live na to. I know they're finishing up with Karen, di ba? So, it's okay. We can just relax. Ayan, clear, sabi ni Jenny. Ayan. Okay? Ayan. So, ayan, nandiyan, meron ng isa. Okay, guys. Hello, hello. Okay, so just a quick reminder lang of our ongoing promos. Sige. Done. So we have 15% off on all our planners. So and other products, guys. So if you go to this collection sa ilovebdj.com/YGT collection or sa go.crazyaboutpaper.com/YGT collection. Lahat ng mga nandoon naka 15% off. Even our quest journals, ayan, naka 15% off yang mga yan. We also have ang ating free PVC planner protector. So guys, just use the promo code free PVC when you purchase a 2022 planner. Please make sure na in-add to cart nyo rin yung ating planner protector para gumana yung code ninyo. And guys, we also have the free customization on all our 2022 planners and quest journals. So, lahat yan, walang code to guys. So, you just, lahat, naka-price change lang siya sa amin. So, parehas na price lang yung customization and without customization. We also have a free shipping promo. So, you'll get up to 100 pesos off your cart if with a minimum purchase of 800. Just use the promo code free shipping. Ayan, nandiyan siya sa, ayan o, ito, ayan. Ayan, ayun o, free shipping. Gusto ko yun, tanggalin ko nga yung banner. Ayan, ayan ito. Kunwari nasa, ko siya, magic. Ayan. And then, we also have, if you reach a minimum purchase of 1,000 pesos, you'll get a free craft notebook. So, ito automatic yan. Kapag titignan namin lahat ng may mga orders from September 25 and September 26 to guys ha, lahat ng orders na above, na 1,500 and above, yan, basta naka 1,500, tas walang code, ilalagay na namin yung craft notebook nila. Next naman is if you reach 2,000 pesos, you'll get a free anniversary notebook. So, you use the promo code ANIV and TBK, guys. Ayan. So, basta i-add to cart nyo yung anniversary notebook. Okay? And then, our last one is if you reach a minimum purchase of 3,000 pesos, you'll receive additional 150 off your cart and a free anniversary notebook. So, you don't have to add to cart yung anniversary notebook dito. Ano yan? Kami na maglalagay niyan. When you use the promo code add 150 off, ang lalabas sa inyo is yung makakaltas yung 150 pesos. Okay. Hi again, Miss Belle. Hello. Hi, Christine. Sila mga Facebook user, please allow StreamYard to sa account ninyo. So just go, tingnan niyo yung caption nitong live na to. Sa caption no, nandoon yung StreamYard note, tas may link doon para ma-allow yung StreamYard and we'll be able to see your names. Ayan. Okay, and then the next one is I want to remind everyone of our ongoing giveaway promo. So, ayan, if you share the FB Live, so last na to guys So, itong FB Live na to, when you share this FB Live with the hashtag YGT sharing is caring, andyan siya if you can see it. Ayan. And with the hashtag YGT rewrite your story, mamimili kami ng one winner who can win a 1,000 voucher from Lazada. Ayan. Ang saya, di ba? 1,000 pesos, guys. Ang dami yung pwedeng bilhin. Okay. Ayan. Next is if you engage during the live, we have the top badgers. So yung mga laging nagsasend ng comments, nagbibigay ng kanilang mga insights, yung mga nag-engage sa amin all throughout the live. We will pick one winner per live na to. So last na to guys, last chance yun na to. So kung sino yung pinaka-bibo dyan, okay, you'll receive a crush planting on you kit. Ayan. Ayan siya. So either you'll receive yung manifesting kit or yung gardening kit. Yeah. And of course, yung ating best takeaway. So if you post your takeaway, mamimili kami doon ng pinaka magandang takeaway dyan. So one winner din to per live. So this is your chance. And if nanonood pa kayo doon sa kabila, pwede na kayong comment din ng inyong mga best takeaway. You'll receive a Puritan Pride kit. Puritan's Pride kit. Yan. Ito siya. Pakita ko sa inyo. This one. Okay. Ayan. Okay. Then, okay. So, yon ang ating mga rewards and giveaways, guys. So, bago tayo mag-start ng ating last talk, last na! Grabe, ang parang dumaan lang. And this is our last talk na. Syempre, we save the last one for the best one sa last. Or jumble na ako. Okay. Ayan, so dahil nag-go over ko na ang ating mga promos and giveaways, bago tayo mag-game, ko muna, mag-a-announce muna ako ng winner natin. Ayan, sige, wait lang. Saan na ba yun? Okay, ito na. Ang dami na niya kasi. Okay, so ito yung ating mga winners. Okay, so congratulations guys to transform into your best self, best takeaway. So mananalo ka ng Puritan Pride Kit. Si Janina Tuwazon. Yay! And dun sa nag-share ng FB Live namin, you'll win yung Lazada voucher, si Len Anakta Binoya. Yes. And dun sa transform into your best self din naman, na top badger natin, si Lexi Lee. Sana tama yung pagkakasabi ko ng name mo. But guys, pinopost namin to sa You Got This group ha. So dapat nandoon din kayo para nakikita ninyo. Kasi nandoon kung paano nyo i-claim yung prize ninyo. And then congratulations to our Bring Me winners. Di ba? Nag-enjoy ba kayo dun sa Bring Me? Nakakatuwa, di ba? Ang saya tignan ng mga pinagsisend niyo. Congratulations kay Kristen Grace Samonte, kay M. YR, si Aiza Asaytono, Angel Alain, Irene Manansala, Jenny Crisostomo Lombibao Tuble. Okay, and congratulations to our Learn to Love and Attract Money best takeaway, si Fritzy Belle Gruni. And yung sa Share Alive winner naman natin is si Judith Carla Pua de la Torre. We also have yung ating top badger para sa Learn to Love and Attract Money, si Jenny Crisostomo Lumibaw Tuble. Yan, nanalo rin siya sa top badger. Yee! Okay, guys. Yan. So, na tayo. Remember guys, yung sa mga games natin, kailangan nanonood kayo sa You Got This PH group natin. So, kung hindi pa kayo nanonood, kung wala pa kayo doon, punta na kayo doon kasi doon sa comment nung You Got This group, doon kami titingin ng winner. Wait lang, nasa ang layo nung nung baul ko. Ito. Ayan. Okay, so ang ating last game for today. Andito tayo. Congratulations to the winner. Sayang team replay ako. Yeah. Okay lang yan. Marami pa naman tayong chances of winning. Marami pa tayong mga pa-promo. Marami pang gagawing event. Ang hirap nung Bring Me. Congrats. Ayan. Congratulations to all the winners. Ayan na. Ito na ang ating deal or no deal. Okay? So again, kung wala pa kayo dun sa You Got This, ha? Sabi ni Rochelle Abeganya, wanna win please. Ayan. So go Rochelle. More chances yan. Share the live. Tingnan natin. So, ayan. nakaka-hyper ang Bring Me, wagas. Fave game. Okay. Sige, sa susunod dadamihan natin yung Bring Me, tapos medyo hihirapan ko pa yung mga papadala natin para ano. Okay. Okay, guys. So, nasa mga remember, you got this group, ha? Wait lang. Okay. Yan. Okay, ready? Okay, yan. Nasaan na tayo? Asa na yung ano? Yung link ko. Ito, wala yun. Okay. Ayan. Ito na. So, ang mechanics ng ating game is, meron akong 5 na dito, item. Okay? Tapos, bubunot ako dito bubunot ako random. Okay? So, lahat to bubuksan ko. Tapos, pagka kuha ko ng isa, titignan ko kung ano yung item na nandito. Tapos, may sasabihin ako about itong item na to. Pero nasa sa akin kung totoo yung sasabihin ko o mali. Okay? Tapos sasabihin ko, deal or no deal. Lahat ng mga nag-deal, okay, dun sa lahat ng nag-deal, mamimili kami randomly. Random lang kami mamimili, guys. So, hindi naman to paunahan. Okay? So, basta lahat ng mga nag-deal dun sa item na to, dun kami mamimili kung sino yung makakakuha ng item na yan. Ayan na ang laro na para sa amin na may hina ang internet. Ayan, okay? Okay, guys, Okay, pero ito nga, may catch di ba? Katulad kahapon, may mga funny items dito. Okay? So, tapos, lahat ng mga nanalo na, lahat ng mga nag-deal na nanalo na, hindi na kayo pwedeng manalo dun sa kabila. Hindi na kayo pwedeng mag-deal dun sa mga susunod. Okay? Yun yung that's the catch. Okay, so ready na. Game, are you ready? Please type in ready para makita ko. Okay? Wala pa nag-ready. Baka nag-gets nyo ba yung mechanics ko? Yes, game. Okay, ready. Ready. Okay. Okay, ayan. Dami na. Okay, ito na ang ating first word. Ito. Okay. Ito ang ating first. Ready po ata. Once lang pwede mag-deal. Yes, once lang pwede mag-deal. Yes. Okay. Ready, gets, go. Okay. Itong item na to ay hindi mo siya magagamit next year. Okay. So, are you ready? Deal or no deal? Remember guys, pwedeng nagsisinungaling ako, pwedeng hindi. Ang poker face mo, Belle, ha? Parang hindi naman. Sumasakit na nga yung ulo ko. Nauubos na yung extrovert energy ko. Kailangan ko na magmukmuk. Okay? Deal. Okay? Okay, nag-deal si Okay, ready. Okay na ha. Ko-close ko na. Wala nang pwedeng mag-deal. Okay? 4:38 finished. Okay. Ito na. Ang mapapanalunan. Kinikilig si Belle. The best part this game is kinikilig si Belle. Okay. Okay, ang mapapanalunan ng kung sino man yung makukuha namin ay isang focus planner na 2022. Di ba? Magagamit nyo naman siya next year. Nagsisinungaling ako kanina. Okay? Okay. Alright. Okay. Pilipinas, game ka na ba? Naging game ka na ba? Okay. So, ito na ang ating sunod na, bubunot na ako. Bubunot na ako dito sa aking mahiwagang jar. Okay. Ang taas pa din ng energy. Okay, buti naman. Sumasakit yung ulo ko dito. Naubusan na ako ng, kailangan ko nang magkulong mag-isa. Okay. Okay, guys. Ito na ang ating sunod. Okay, ito. Siya? Lipstick siya. Okay. Ready? Deal or no deal? Remember, pwedeng nagsisinungaling ako, pwedeng hindi. Ayan. Lipstick. Ready? Revlon deal. Okay. Ay, ang dami nang pumapasok. Oh, may mga no deal. No deal, no deal banker. Okay. Okay. Ako pala yung banker. Okay. 50,000! Truth or consequence. At alam mo, pinaghalo ko siya. Para siya yung 2 truths and a lie, tapos may deal or no deal. So, okay. Ang mapapanalunan ng ating okay, out na ha, 440, finished sa atin, okay? Pwede bang mag-deal ulit? Hindi na. Hindi ka pwede mag-deal. Okay. Okay. I love Belle. Ay, ba't tumawa na dito? Nakamute ka ba?
Nakakatawa ako kay Belle. Nakakatawa yung poker face eh. Masakit na ulo ni Belle sa lagay na yan, guys.
Oo. Ang sakit na ng ulo ko eh. Parang sabi ko, masyado na ako umingiti. Kailangan ko na magsungit ulit. Kailangan ko na mawala yung
440 deal or no deal. Game na.
Okay, eto na. BYS Lustrous Lipstick. Ang kanyang, eto. Okay, so totoo. Nagsabi ako ng totoo. Lipstick siya. So, kung sino yung, mananalo dyan?
Hanggang ngayon.
Okay. Okay. Hard deal. Okay. Okay, remember. Kailangan yung mga nagko-comment sa Okay, next. Yung next natin, okay? Aba, may katulong ako dito. Ayun na, may nagko-close. Close. Second item. Thank you. Thank you ko yung tagahawak nung gano'n, yung mga girls. Yeah, di ba? Okay. Okay, ang ating next item ay
Huwag kayo umasa sa itsura ko, guys. Wala akong alam.
Okay, ito ay ang hirap magsinungaling. Dapat pala pinag-isipan ko na siya bago pa. Okay. Save naman. Ito ay pangbuhok. Pangbuhok. Okay. So, remember, pwede nagsisinungaling ako, pwedeng hindi. Okay. Pangbuhok ito. Deal or no deal?
Yan ba ang mukhang nagsisinungaling? Yan ba?
Dalawa na lang yung natitira. So, pangatlo na to. Okay. Pambuhok. Siya. Okay. No deal, no deal, no deal, no deal. Okay? So, I'm gonna close na. I'm gonna close this case. So, 42, close na. Jaja, bantayan mo pag nagko-close na.
Okay. Ano daw lip chook na suot mo, Belle? Yan ba yung Revlon?
Revlon to, guys. Revlon matte lipstick, this one. Diba? Pak na pak ang labi natin hanggang dulo. Ito ang mapapanalunan niya, Navi Planner!
Oh my gosh!
Navi Planner! Okay. Napuputol ba ako? Ako ba yung napuputol?
Sa akin hindi.
Okay. Internet ni Darlyn.
Patay tayo.
Patay tayo dyan. Okay. Navi Planner.
Mag-bring me tayo.
Okay. Ayan. Okay. Okay, ito na. Second to the last. Buti na lang nag-deal daw siya. Okay? So, dun sa lahat nag-deal. Diyan, isa kanila pipiliin. Okay? Isang winner lang, isang item Okay, last two natin. So, sige, Jazz, anong mamimili ka? Ito. Left or right? Left or right?
Right.
Right? Right? Right. Ito. Okay? Kape siya. Kape. Deal or no deal? Feeling ko ako na mananalo next. Ay.
Self-belief. Go Irish.
Go Irish. Kaya yan. Titingnan natin. Deal with the heart. Okay. Kape siya. Okay. Ready? Ma-close it na ng close ko na ng 444. Okay. Feeling ko vitamins yan. So, deal. Okay. Okay. Ang mapapanalunan niya ay BDJ glass mug. Ito. Wait lang. Pakita natin. Glass mug. Ayan.
Ang swerte
Oh.
naman ng mananalo niyan. Kasi out of stock na yan.
Out of stock na to eh. Ito na yung ano namin. Mga ano na lang to, limited. Mga natira namin to. Ayan. Okay? So, pangkape naman ah.
Tama naman. Wala palang no deal dapat dito.
Kaso
Ganda
kasi
ng
kapag
mug na yan.
kapag nag-deal na sila, hindi na mapili, hindi makakapag-deal sa susunod. Okay. Okay, last item. May nasabi na, gumagaling na siya sa poker face. Sabi ko sa inyo, natatawa lang ako ng mga
Yung red lipstick yun.
Oo. Best actress to, guys. Ano ba? Sorry.
Mine na lang daw, hindi deal.
Mine na lang. Para excited na ako kay Dar, sabi ni Yixi. Oh, wait lang, saglit lang. Ito na. Ito na. Nag-overtime daw eh. Okay, last na to. Okay. Ito ay isang Viviamo item. Item namin siya. So, titignan ko kasi kung nandito pa siya. Okay. Okay. Oh, iko-close ko na. I'ma close it. Okay na ba? Okay naman si Dar yung internet. Okay. Sige, ito na ang kanyang ang napanalunan ni itong maano na to ay game plan. Ito yung game plan. Itong dalawang game plan. At saka, tote bag. May tote bag ka. Isang tote bag. Ito yung mapapanalunan nila. Ayan. So, lahat ng mga nag-deal, yan ang kanilang mapapanalunan. Ayan. So, tapos na ang ating deal or no deal. Okay. So, yung announcement ng winners na to, guys, kung hindi aabot mamayang closing, ipopost namin to sa You Got This group. So, you better be in the You Got This group para malaman ninyo kung kayo ba ay nanalo. Okay? Okay.
Okay. Okay, so ito na. Ito na talaga. Anong
Ito
oras na? 4:47 and we have reached our final segment for the You Got This Online Planning and Journaling Summit. Our last segment is entitled Pivot, Plan, and Persist. Okay? Kilala ninyo yung next speaker natin. She is the creator of the popular Belle Jour Power Planner. And the success of the planner led to more opportunities for Dar's company, Viviamo Incorporated, to customize planners for other brands as well as varied campaigns and activities that serve the huge Bella community and enables people to create lives they love. Belle, may gusto ka bang idagdag doon?
Yes, si Dar. Okay. So personally, I've learned a lot from Dar, from work ethics and being a leader. Marami na kaming natutunan sa kanya. I'm sure sa mga game plans sa mga live event natin, I'm sure excited na rin kayo marinig kung ano yung at matututunan nyo sa kanya ngayong gabing ito. Yee!
Ako naman, I've known Dar since high school and let me tell you that on a personal level, when ako mismo, I no longer believed in myself, it was Dar who believed in me. And I hope you feel that way with every planner that she has created. And without further ado, we would like to present Miss Darlyn Ty-Nilo. Take it away, Dar!
Hello! Grabe, nakaka-touch naman.
Namula ako.
Nag-grass at Belle.
Iyak, guys. Namumula ako.
Oh. Love you, Dar, my angel. Thank you, Dar. Ayan.
Sana
See
maganda
you,
yung
see
internet
you.
ko kasi hindi ko masasalo si Dar mamaya. Game, Dar.
Ayan.
Natatawa ako kasi yesterday, even parang whenever we're in the backstage. So, we're in the backstage the whole day during the event. And then, when I'm in the backstage, parang wala namang issue. Like, everything is flowing. Like, dire-diretso. But every time nag-i-interview ako ng person, like when it's my turn, kasi nagsasalitan kami ni Jazz yesterday, I don't know, pero sabi ko minsan nawawala ako, pero buti na lang nagsasalita yung speaker. So I don't know if in some FB lives yesterday, frozen yung face ko, pero continue yung speaker. Tapos sinuhope ko na lang humaba yung sinasabi ng speaker na by the time I get back, nandiyan na, okay na. Okay, I mean, I can talk again na yung my internet is okay. So, thank you guys for staying, and thank you guys for staying on for the past 2 days, or even if you're just jumping in right now. And I hope to be able to share with you my tips to pivot, plan, and persist. And again, I took away a lot from all our speakers. And so for those who are just catching up, or for those na parang may mga na-miss na talks, please do check it out. And meron pa naman tayong team replay. Okay? So please do share also, like, if any of our lives appeals to you, na feeling nyo na parang okay, and then you believe it will work. I mean, it will connect with a lot of our Bellas or your friends and your families. Kasi I think talaga, really at this time, parang let's not underestimate what is when we are giving content or information, just listening to the stories, di ba parang minsan ang laki talaga ng impact. And we don't know if that would actually change the life of the person that we are sharing it with. Minsan ako, parang I don't know about you guys, but during this pandemic, I've also been scrolling in Facebook, Instagram, a lot. Like, diba? Minsan in a way, you waste time just scrolling. But parang I can see some content that are very meaningful. And alam mo yun ng team ko, sinasama ko yung mga memes, sinasama ko yung mga nakikita ko sa social media na magaganda, sinishare ko sa team on our Monday morning meeting. So sometimes sinishare ko din siya with our Bella tribe, and of course, you got this PH. And so, ayun, it's really something that I feel that sometimes when we consume content, at least if it's created, clear it out, yung mga gusto mong i-keep, and then share it. I really encourage sharing, because when you share something that has touched you and meaningful to you, you never know, it might touch another person's life. And yun, it can be simple na may input ka, or pwede, meaning may dagdag ka, pwede rin namang wala, diba? You just feel touched by it. So, ayan. I'll start with my talk. So, it's pivot, plan, and persist. So, before anything, tatanungin ko kayo, how are you? How are you today? How are you in the past months, in the past year? So, ilang months na? 9 months na in 2021. Kamusta naman? Diba? So, nakikita na, oh, awesome. Ayan. I think it's the sharing. Kamusta na kayo? How are you feeling? This is a number one question that we need to always check in with ourselves. Ayan, meron si Facebook user. Still holding on. Joyful. Despite the ups and downs. Tapos, there are highs, lows. Tapos sabi ni Lovely, fighting. Ayan, thriving, very good. Si Aiza, languishing, fighting, surviving, even grieving. Grabe, no? We've, parang this past 18 months, there are so many deaths, parang all around us, being in the pandemic. And it's not just lives. It's also deaths in terms of the changes that have been happening left and right. Diba? So, this question, how are you, is something you need to check in with yourself at least once a week. Kung kaya niyong gawin once a day, just a simple check-in. You take a deep breath, you inhale, you exhale, you close your eyes, You feel which part of your body hurts, if any, or you just feel where are you? How are you? And it's practicing answering that question without judgment. Kasi minsan, di ba, judge natin yung sarili natin pag sagot natin doon sa how are you. Ay, pagod na ako. Ayoko na. Ayoko na. Gusto ko na mag-give up. Kasi judge natin yung sarili natin. So, no judgment. Just checking in. Checking in in terms of how are you. So, write it down when you in your journal at night or in the morning when you wake up or at the end of the week. And I hope that's also something you can check in after we close our YGT today. Sabi ni Mariel, I haven't even fully processed 2020. Tapos, malapit na matapos yung 2021. Oo nga eh. Oo talaga. That's really part of our reality right now. And I hope to be able to share tips with you guys today. Hindi ko sure kung nakakaiyak kasi may nagsasabi nakakaiyak. Last year, oo nga, naiyak ko talaga ako last year. I think it's really the overwhelm of all the emotions. Even today, the yesterday, kasi you feel the weight talaga of the pandemic and it's going up and down with every change of the ECQ, right? So, we know this, right? Yung what I'm flashing on the screen. Life is full of challenges. Di ba, bata pa lang tayo, sinasabi na sa atin yan, na life is full of challenges. So, yung question I have is actually, if alam na natin life is full of challenges, nagugulat pa ba tayo na may parang, na mahirap, na may mga mahirap na bagay in our life right now? Diba? This is a common statement growing up. It's still a common statement right now, right? So, and then ito, yung next. Diba? Pandemic has caused even more challenges. Diba? It's a statement that is true. It's a statement that we can feel. And that's why I check in with you guys. How are you? Because life, the pandemic, has caused more challenges in the past 18 months. And yes, correct rin si Jovelyn, and more opportunities. But you can go to the opportunities until you've reached acceptance. And I'm sharing with you guys today, not because I'm an expert in acceptance. I'm sharing with you guys today what I've learned throughout this pandemic and how I've managed, survived, and thrived in this pandemic. And to be honest, hindi ko rin naman masasabi na nagtathrive talaga ako 100%. But I will share more about that later. So this is a question I want you guys to think about. Have you truly accepted our reality right now? Or are you just resigned to the reality? Nagets ba yung difference? Acceptance and resignation to the reality. Two big words and two very, very different words. And it will affect how we see, how we react, how we respond to the current pandemic. Diba? Resigned. Diba? Ito yung parang, wala na akong magagawa eh. Ito na yun eh. Diba? So, I'm seeing in the chat box, sabi ni Rhea, ouch sa Paul. Sabi ni Glyza, Sai, yeah. Diba? There's really that feeling that we're resigned to the reality na minsan, even in the government, ganyan na talaga eh. Parang may resignation when you're feeling resigned, that feels like parang there's a loss of hope, right? There's a loss of parang, ano pang pwede kong gawin? Ito na yun eh. 'Di ba? So, now the challenge, if you want to pivot, if you want to thrive in the pandemic, you need to flip the word resign to accepted. Kasi sabi kanina, 'di ba? Oo, tama 'yon, eksakto, teen. So hindi ko ma-flash lahat, but sabi, I am seeing the chat box. Sabi ni teen, wala na tayong magagawa. Mindset. 'Di ba? It's a very real emotion na feeling ko talaga wala na akong magagawa eh. Ito na to eh. So, that feeling of resignation. So, and this has caused a lot of impact in our lives. And the pandemic just contributed to it. And kaya, if you've seen this, and I'm sure a lot of the Bellas, a lot of you guys who are watching have felt this. Despite the 4 million na ata yung loss of jobs during the pandemic, in the Philippines lang yun all over the world and in the Philippines, meron silang sinasabi, the Great Resignation. And they're playing with the words na before it was the Great Depression. So ngayon, it's the Great Resignation. And resignation was pertaining to people quitting their jobs, people changing career, 'di ba? So, paiba-iba. And a lot of people, even in our own company, are here in this state. So, bakit ba nagkaroon ng Great Resignation? Ano bang nangyayari sa mundo ngayon? Kasi if we don't take the time to process this, ano ba yung nangyayari sa atin internally? Hindi tayo makaka-move into acceptance and move forward. Kasi acceptance is you can only accept what's real eh. Parang you cannot accept parang what's not true. Kung ano sabihin ko sa inyo, imagine nyo walang pandemic. 'Di ba? After a while, mawawala yung acceptance nyo of that because maybe temporarily, and then deep inside, you know that I'm just having you imagine it. But you cannot accept that and react to it or act like as if that's real. So, you can only accept things that are real. So, I think it's in one of the talks earlier, and I will echo later that in the first point that I have is, you have to really be able to be honest with yourself, with where you are, and what is going on. Otherwise, hindi ka talaga makaka-move forward. So, this pandemic burnout is very real. You feel less effective as a person. You feel disconnected. And ito yung number one. You're just emotionally, physically, psychologically exhausted. Diba? I've seen it. I see it in our chat conversations, our messenger chat with our teams, within our moderators in the group. Sometimes, 'di ba, yung konting kamustahan natin sa Belle Tribe, parang grabe yung responses ng mga tao, 'di ba? Because we're just physically, emotionally, and psychologically exhausted. And honestly, it's part of our reality. Are we resigned or have we accepted? This is a data that I want to share with you guys because majority of our viewers are generally women. But I don't want naman na sabihin natin na gamitin natin itong as a source of entitlement. Right? So, during the pandemic, there was an additional 20 hours per week of more work given to women. This is cultural. 7.4 more hours on childcare. Pang babaeng trabaho yan eh. Mas magaling ka naman mag-alaga ng bata, so ikaw na lang. 5.3 more hours caring for the elderly or sick relatives. Plus at least 7 more hours on housework. Grabe, no? 20 hours. Hindi naman ako nadagdagan ng oras. 7 days a week pa din, 24 hours pa din yung isang araw. Pero nadagdagan ka ng 20 hours na more work. 'Di ba? If you divided by 8, kasi kung 8 to 9 yung working hours, that's 2.5 work days, right? So, this is a reality. This is a fact. We might have varying 20 hours, but it's a fact. Nadagdagan tayo ng hours to do certain things that we used to not do. So what is that? Maybe it's time to find out. So the dominant emotion, and we've used this in our social media, is there's a dominant emotion called languishing. And languishing is moving in autopilot. There's an absence of feeling good about life. There's a lack of meaning or purpose. It feels like everything's empty, lack of emotion, stagnation. And I would add the word resignation. Na parang there's just that feeling of resignation with what is our reality right now. And that's why sometimes nga I know parang may comment pa, minsan malungkot yung pinupost namin sa BDJ. And one of the reasons that we did that is that because we felt naman, not because of toxic positivity, because we are very authentic naman with it, but we feel that some people might need to be reminded na parang we're also not always in a good place. And we want to be able to meet everyone in our community. If you're thriving, you're surviving, you're languishing, we want to be able to be there for you. Kasi we know that this is a cycle and this is a process. So I'll share another one. You guys know that in the past 9 months, I guess, no, that we have had this partnership with Mind Nation every last Wednesday of the month. And ipa-plug ko na, this coming Wednesday, we have a special event with Mind Nation. So it's for the Suicide Awareness Month. So I hope you catch us again at 7 p.m. So mental health does not equal no mental illness. So minsan kasi iniisip natin, hindi naman ako depressed, hindi naman ako nag-anxiety attack. Siguro, okay naman yung mental health ko. But the truth is, mental health is a continuum. Hindi siya merong sakit, walang sakit. Yun nga yung part of the stigma eh. Yung nangyayari na, nade-depress ka, siguro may sakit ka, diba? Or minsan sinasabi, sira ulo or something, diba? Ngayon, we have more conversations on that makes it better. But actually, we need to widen the definition. Because for mental health, there's a mental illness. There's feelings of being unwell. There's feelings of languishing, which is low levels of affective well-being and positive functioning. You have positive mental health. Maybe some of us here are positive na parang, I somewhat feel good. I'm doing okay. I'm functional. I have fulfilling relationships. I'm somewhat able to cope. And the last is actually flourishing. Yung sinasabi nating thriving. High levels of affective well-being and positive functioning with or without the presence of mental illness. So, it's really a continuum. Hindi siya ito lang, 'di ba? Hindi siya black or white. And I think people also need to understand that. So they won't feel like nalilabel sila, nakakahon, and so on. But it's really just something that's very real moving with us. So how do we pivot, plan, and persist? Alam na natin may pandemic. Alam na natin 18 months. Kanina si Karen, 5 years in prison. I've said this in some of my FB lives. The pandemic is supposed to last for 4 to 5 years. 4 to 5 years. Right? So, ano na gagawin natin dito? 4 to 5 years. That's gonna be our reality. So the first step I want to share with you is something similar to what Stacy said this morning is you have to face the ugly truths. And the ugly truths are the things we're in. Kulang ako sa pera right now. Part of the ugly truth is naghihirap yung mga different families. Truth is, nawalan ka ng trabaho. Truth is, only one income in your family right now. Truth is, you lost someone you love. Right? These are part of our realities, things we cannot change. So we have to be able to separate these, in a way, facts. And this is really number one. Part of the truth is, it hurts. Diba? Whatever situation that you may be going through, whatever reality you are experiencing right now, it possibly hurts at one point at another. Right? So, you need to be able to identify what that is. And you need to be able to face it. You can't just brush it off like that. Part of the truth and the whole truth, diba, are also some blessings that we have. Right? Part of the truth, so this one is not ugly, parang, is that gratitude actually makes things better. So, what are the truths that you need to really face in this pandemic? Maybe it's something that you need to write down. I wanted to share this related to the truth kasi acceptance is very hard, but I think that's the biggest lesson we need to take. Aside, well, sinasabi ko, it's really self-mastery, but part of self-mastery is acceptance. So, ang daming, sana kasi nandito na ako, sana nag-move on na ako, pero maybe nag-make ako ng decision, umalis ako, nag-try ako ng ganito, or maybe I did something, I should have done something differently, diba? Minsan meron tayong mga regrets eh. Meron tayong mga frustration na parang sana ito yung ginawa ko. And, or minsan, while browsing social media, you really feel na bakit sila nagtatrive? Bakit sila okay? Bakit sila ganyan? Bakit sila okay naman? And you can feel the grass is greener on the other side. I'll share this, nilalabas ko tong statement na to kasi this was something my coach told me just this week. Kasi parang I can feel the other businesses, okay naman sila, bakit kami hindi? And sabi niya, ganun eh, yun yung reality eh. You can always compare upwards, compare downwards, right? There will always be someone better than you and always be someone worse off than you. But those things are not real. Bakit niya sinasabi na hindi real? Because we romanticize it eh. We cannot help but romanticize it. Whatever others have that we do not have, kaya ka naiinggit kasi may romanticize, parang naro-romanticize mo eh. And that is something very natural and normal. When you romanticize something, it's looking at something with rose-colored glasses. Diba? When you fall in love and it's the first time nagde-date kayo, that special someone parang cannot do anything wrong. Right? But that's the thing. When you're looking at something in rose-colored glasses, it's not 100% real. That's why they're saying love becomes real when you see the ugly parts and accept the ugly parts of the other person that you love and still choose to love that person, right? And that's why struggle makes things real. I remember, ngayon ko lang naalala, there's a poem eh, na a love that hurts. Kasi merong joy, but there will also be hurts. There will be always struggle in what is real. So you have to remember, sometimes we just have to ground ourselves in what is real and what do we have to face right now. Kasi pag dine-deny pa natin yung struggles natin, yung pinagdadaanan natin, and then lalo lang tayo hindi mag-move toward acceptance. And my second, so first is face your truths. Number 2 is know where you are at. So, paano ba to? Know where you are at. So, what does that mean? Ito. It's understanding who you are. Who are you? Diba kanina, how are you? Ngayon naman, who are you? What kind of person are you? Where are you physically, emotionally, psychologically? Diba? Maybe you're in a good place, maybe you're in a bad place, maybe you're thriving, maybe you're not. Where are you? Without judgment again, guys. Kasi yung nagpapabigat minsan ng mga facts is nag-a-attach tayo ng emotions to it eh. Meaning, ginajudge natin yung sarili natin. Na, bakit hindi ka pa okay? Ano ba? Kailangan okay ka na. Diba? 18 months na, hindi mo pa na-accept. Kailangan. Ano ka ba? Diba? Where are you? Where are you physically, emotionally, and psychologically? Ano nararamdaman mo? Are you in the best of health? The number one I ask would be physically. Kasi parang sometimes we jump to psychological eh. But sometimes the solution goes back to basic. What is essential? Even as simple as, are you breathing properly as a person? Humihinga ka ba? Or parang nanghihingalo ka? Diba? On a day-to-day basis, are you eating properly? Do you physically, parang are you moving? Because our bodies need to move. Diba? Or do you feel lethargic? I felt lethargic many times during this pandemic. So, you need to check in. Where are you physically? And then emotionally? Do you feel sad, upset, frustrated? Lagyan nyo ng words. Psychologically. Diba? Always check in where you are. That's number 2. Number 3 is you own your choice and you take responsibility. So, I've shared last year na nung start ng BTJ. So, for those who are just hearing my story for the first time, it was because of massive failure on my end. I decided to take the CPA board exams. At the same time, take on a multinational job. Which I shared also with Jonathan yesterday and nag-agree din siya sa akin. Na pag nag-take on ka usually ng MNC job, parang wala ka ng ibang buhay except yun. So, it felt like that. And I took on 2 things and I blamed myself for it in terms of decision making. I felt na parang I was not good enough kasi I didn't manage my time better. Maybe if I manage my time better. Kaya nga nag-start ng BDJ eh. Kaya ako nagbasa ng time management books. Because I felt yung pagkukulang ko na despite whatever sinasabi ng tao kung matalino or whatever, didn't matter because I felt I wasn't smart enough. I felt that I didn't work hard enough. I felt I didn't study enough. I felt like hindi ko, parang, di ba, parang yung story lang talaga na not enough. And parang everything crashed in my first year out of college. It felt like my super promising future suddenly, disappeared just like that. Na in my first year, my real test of life, bumagsak ako. No. So, grabe din na yun yung feeling ko talaga na bumagsak ako sa life. And it's, in a way, I don't know, parang it's humbling, kagaya ng mga sinasabi ng ibang speakers natin. But at the same time, diba, the reality is, it hurt. It hurt really bad. Sobra niyang sakit. Parang feeling mo wala ka ng kwenta. Parang everything that you've worked hard for the past X number of years, wala. Nawala lang. But really, I think that I was able to relate also with Zara with this one. There was just one day after that I decided na hindi pwede. Parang this can't be my story. I can't be like a has-been. This is something that I need to change. This cannot be my future. And that's why I said, okay, I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna plan what I want to do with my life, even with this failure. Kasi kailangan ko talaga tanggapin yun eh, na nag-fail ako. Kailangan ko tanggapin that I was not good enough in that particular scenario. Okay? So I emphasize in that particular scenario. Okay? It's really like that. And that's why I like this quote. Failure is not falling down, but refusing to get up. And on particularly rough days, when I'm sure I cannot possibly endure, I like to remind myself that my track record for getting through bad days so far is 100%. It's pretty good. Because no matter how bad things are that happened in the past, you're still here watching. I'm still here standing. I'm still here sharing. You're still there. So 100% track record natin for getting up and showing up on bad days, right? So you have to own your choice. And you take responsibility for your thoughts. You take responsibility for your actions, for your emotions. So you have choices. May choice pala tayo. May choice tayo to get up, to get out of bed. May choice tayo to show up. May choice tayo to survive. And may choice din tayo to thrive. Right? So these are the choices we face every single day. And siguro, lumakas lang talaga siya ng pandemic. Kasi suddenly, in a way, nabawasan yung noise ng world. Kasi parang hindi ka na lumalabas as often eh. Tumahimik ng konti. 'Di ba? So, pag tumahimik, which is, 'di ba, silence is deafening sometimes. 'Di ba, may statement, may quote na ganon. This silence is deafening. Bakit? Because our internal fears, our internal struggles, our internal insecurity comes out. And isn't that more painful sometimes? Diba? So, this is really, you guys, we have to own our current situation. We have to own that there is a pandemic. We have to own the current realities we have. And what are the options do we have? Stay in bed? Pwede. That's still a choice. And there should be no judgment. What do? You can make a choice and deliberate choice. Hindi yung go with the flow, hayaan natin na, bahala na kung kailan ko na lang feel magising. Kung kailan ko na lang feel kumain. Kung kailan ko lang feel magtrabaho. If you're gonna move towards that, if that's your justification, then you're not owning your life. Not owning up to your choices. You need to make a choice because that's how you can live a deliberate life, an intentional life. So meaning, I'm not saying that you should go hustle, diba? We talked about that in Jonathan's segment yesterday. I'm saying sometimes you need to choose to rest and give yourself permission to rest. Sometimes you need to whip your butt na parang, hoy, gising na. Hoy, magtrabaho na. Ito na. This is it. Hindi naman tayo anak mayaman. Wala tayong pera dyan. Kailangan natin magtrabaho. That's part of the acceptance. That needs to be a choice. It cannot come from resignation. If it comes from resignation, guys, mabigat yung choice. Hindi siya true choice. I'm telling you, it's not, and it will be heavier than it should be. Because when your choices are coming from acceptance, things will flow. Things will be easier. But when it comes from resignation, na parang, wala naman kasi akong choice eh. Ito na lang pwede kong gawin eh. I hope you guys feel that and remember that. Diba? Iba yung effect. The actions may be the same. The thoughts might even be the same. But where it's coming from, it will affect the energy of your output. It will affect the result that you're trying to create. So it's really very important that you get into that self-awareness. Where are these thoughts coming from? Where is my action coming from? Where is this feeling coming from? Bakit ko ba ito nararamdaman? Dahil ba feeling ko nga, wala akong choice. Diba? So that is the resignation. The next is, what is your why and what are your values? Kaya ko tinatanong kanina, why yung acceptance and resignation? That's related to the values eh. Meaning, where is this coming from? Is it coming from scarcity? Is it coming from fear? Is it coming from jealousy? Is it coming from frustration? Where is that feeling, that thought, whatever it is, it's coming from? Ano yung values? So values are a bit hard. And my analogy here is really shout out to our frontliners, our medical frontliners. My sister is a doctor. So, na-affect din siya. So, she's younger than me. She was taking, I think, the pediatric boards, na delay. Diba? So, may delay. Parang in a way, lahat yung everyone, I'm sure earlier, congratulations. Hindi ko masyado na-catch ang bilis ng chat. But I saw that someone became a doctor during the pandemic. So, congratulations. So, my sister became a specialist na pediatrician because of my test sila early this year. So, dapat last year. And dapat mag-move on na siya to the next phase of the training. But, nag-pandemic. Walang magawa. So, walang test. And then, it was maybe a year after pa, bago, na they figured out to how to do the certification and all of these tests, right? And sometimes, I wonder din talaga eh. You see it in the news. A lot of frontliners, our nurses, are paid peanuts. Diba? As in, walang kwenta yung binabayad sa kanila. People who are helping other people in the hospitals to survive the pandemic, or at least make things better in the last and that crazy experience, right? Ang lakas. How are they able to survive? Can you imagine the emotional, psychological torture here? Diba? Grabe. Parang hindi ko ma-imagine. And ayoko rin siyang i-imagine sa totoo. Kasi parang ang bigat. But when you talk to them, hindi naman lahat sa kanila mabigat. And hindi, actually, aabot din sa bigat, diba? Anything naman, kahit gaano gaan, but if you're holding it for a long period of time, bibigat din yan. But what happened is that, how can they do this day in and day out without losing their motivation to show up, to choose to live, to choose to be there? I would put it down to purpose. Because when I was talking to my sister, when she became a doctor, or before, bata pa lang siya, she really wanted to be a doctor. She wanted to help people. She wanted to save lives. It was in her. And that was very clear. It didn't matter what kind of doctor, but it was very clear to her. And imagine, guys, if you feel that way about your career right now, about your work right now, it's that grounded to what's most important to you. It's that grounded to your purpose. No matter how hard life can be, you will go back. You will feel that no, because this is my choice. I want to be able to help people. I want to be able to save lives. I want to be able to impact people. And this is the path I've chosen. And it's not out of resignation, na wala akong choice, but it was a path that I chose 100% with my whole heart, mind, soul, body. And this is what I mean here in this slide on alignment versus attachment. Ang hirap din na to kasi ako, guys, minsan I really get attached. Because 'di ba, when we're talking about passion, how can you be passionate without emotion? 'Di ba may emotions yung passion eh. Eh attachment, medyo emotion din yun eh. 'Di ba parang na-attach na ako. 'Di ba yung ganung phrase na sinasabi natin, oh, na-attach na ako. Parang we put in emotions in it na eh. That means you've put emotions. And that's why sometimes, same with the rose-colored glasses, falling in love, you attach emotions. Sometimes you cannot see clearly. When you're attached, if I remember, yung that comes to mind, yung kay Shari, she was attached to the concept of diba, yung society's happy family, perfect family. I was so shocked when I heard about her story because I thought she had the perfect family in social media. That's why I invited her. There's attachment to certain specific outcomes that we want, or we feel that we need to have this. That's why we're attached to it. We feel na dapat ito yung nangyari. Ito dapat yung nangyari sa buhay ko. We're attached to it. It's very different from alignment. Alignment is going back. What is your core purpose? What is your why? What is the values? And what is how aligned are you? And that's why here I'll share with you and it's not an easy process also, but I'll share with you my declaration. This is something our company has been trying to do also with our team. We felt kasi kailangan talaga to be able to move forward in this pandemic is you know talaga who you are, you know where you stand. So my life or my personal declaration that I was able to put together with the help of a coach is really, I am a spark of joy, love, and abundance. So, parang, actually, ulitin ko. Babagsak ako dito. Magalitan ako ng coach ko. Idadagdag ko yung word. Kasi meron siyang word eh. I am an inspiration as I spark joy, love, and abundance. So, what I want to be able to manifest and what I want to be able to live as my core value as a person is my life, my work, and everything I do will be an inspiration. And it sparks joy, it sparks love, and it sparks abundance to people around me and to people that I touch. So, minsan kahit gaano kahirap in terms of business, in terms of what I'm going through, I go back to that eh. Na ano ba talaga? What do I want? What is my alignment? What is my purpose for myself? And I said, okay, so I want to be an inspiration. I want to be able to spark joy, love, and abundance. So how can I do that in this situation? How can I act on it in this situation? So, hindi siya madali. Because I will tell you why that is my affirmation. That is my affirmation because I don't have it yet. A lot of what is aligned to us or what we want is because we do not have it yet. That's why it's very important to find out your why. And again, it doesn't have to be big. It doesn't have to be parang yung sinasabi na parang, okay, gusto ko, milyonaryo, bilyonaryo. Diba? It's really about what is important to you. And this is, I believe, my number 5 step. And this was emphasized during the whole YGT. Natawa nga ako na it was part of it eh. Unconsciously, or maybe, it's synergy lang. Acceptance is a process. Acceptance that this, whatever we're experiencing right now, whatever lessons, whatever journey, it's a process. Acceptance that this will hurt, that you will get hurt, that you will fail, you will get rejected. Last year, I felt rejected. There was an incident professionally that I felt rejected, and parang nagulat ako, naiyak na lang talaga ako kasi parang akala ko tapos parang yung sinabi pa sa akin, bakit expected mo na ba? Never ka na ma-reject for the rest of your life? Kasi feeling ko matanda na ako, na ang feeling ko ang dami ko ng pinagdaanan, di ba? So niya, ma-rejected. The more you go higher up, you will get rejected even more. So para akong nabuhusan ng malamig na tubig, di ba? It means I have not accepted that the journey is gonna be difficult, that the journey will have challenges, right? So, yon, let's do acceptance. And that's why I will repeat this, that there are different levels and depths and understanding of acceptance. Sometimes it's even a cycle. It's definitely a process, meaning today you're okay, tomorrow you might not be okay, the next day might be slightly better. Different levels of acceptance. Ako sa pandemic, journey ko din yun eh, na parang how many, levels of acceptance kailangan pa, lalalim pa ba nito, parang ganyan. But I guess there is, na parang it goes deeper and deeper. So, I will want to end kasi actually nag-overtime ako. Akala ko bitin yung talk ko. But I would like to end this with this one. An assignment. Nagbigay ng assignment sa summit. I want to give you guys this assignment. I want you to write a letter to yourself. Take the time. I hope you can screenshot this. I will share this in You Got This PH group. Maybe you don't have to do it immediately, but I hope you do it. Do it in the next few days, because if you don't do it in the next few days, I will bet you 80% of you that will postpone this, hindi na to gagawin. Write a letter to yourself, fresh from the YGT. Imagine your life when you are living everything that you put here in your goals, like everything that you've ever wanted, mangyayari na in your life. Imagine that you have received all the blessings, all your goals, all your dreams have come true. Yung frustration yun na, hindi ko ma-rewrite yung story, I feel so stuck, na-conquer mo yun lahat. Imagine that. And as that person, that future person, have that future person, that future best version of yourself, give an advice to you right now. Take that time, close your eyes and imagine it, and write that letter. I'm sure it will uncover a lot of blessings and lessons for you. So, ayan. Don't forget I'll share it in our chat. This is a quote I've always shared. Your vision will become clear only when you look into your heart. Who looks outside dreams. Who looks inside awakens. So, the journey in this pandemic is really being able to look inside us so that we can awaken our magic and move forward in this world. Ako magbibigay lang ako ng last statement. So hindi to actually part of my talk. But I just wanted to share that I'm sure in the past 2 days, you've heard a lot of things. Some things you already know. Alam mo na, 'di ba? Parang sa mga ibang sinasabi ko din, I'm sure some of you already know this. It's not new. But excellence or success is an uncommon application of common knowledge. Sometimes kasi we get stuck in na, shocks, maybe I don't know enough. You have to trust yourself. You already have everything that you need. You already know things, more things than you give yourself credit for. So if you think you do not know the answer, how to get out of the hole that you're in right now, you know the answer. Maybe you're just afraid to make the step, afraid to apply. And maybe that's just where you need to move forward to. And with that, thank you. And I guess I have to bring in our beautiful hosts.
Thank you, Dar. Dar, i-recap mo yung 5. Ano yung pang-4?
Recap
Again.
yung 5.
Oo, recap mo.
I-recap yung 5. Siyempre, balikan ko yung notebook ko. Face the ugly truth. That's number 1. Number 2, you have to make a choice. Number 2 is know where you are. Number 3, after you know where you are, make a choice. Number 4 is finding your why and finding what your values are. Cannot be the same. Most of us will have maybe somewhat similar values, but you will always have your top 3. Number 5 is acceptance. The different levels of acceptance. Ayun.
Ayun. Sobrang thank you, Dar. Tinitingnan ko kung may questions. Parang ang dami-daming takeaway. And I'm pretty sure if you're part of the You Got This Facebook group and maisip nyo, tanungin si Dar, sasagutin niya kayo doon. Kasi,
Sumasagot naman ako doon.
oo, and that's really a beautiful way to end the You Got This summit. It's really, in the end, sabi nga ni Dar, 'di ba, parang when we started planning for the You Got This summit, talagang we just really wanted to help people. Kaya nga siya libre and kaya nga siya may team replay. So we really hope that you can share that abundance, that mindset of abundance, of that energy that we have, and all of the speakers who have contributed their time and their expertise here, and yung truths nila. I'm pretty sure na kapag nakarelate din kayo doon, as in #relate tayong lahat dyan. Ayun. So, that's it, folks. I really hope that you will be able to know where you are, who you are, what phases you are in, and then makapag-focus kayo on your why, on your purpose, and then you'll be able to take it one day at a time, take one step, one day at a time, and then you'll be able to know who you are. I am. Ayan, yan ang wrap-up
Galing,
ko.
Jazz. Yung wrap-up natin yung planners. Thank you so much. Nakakatuwa. But yeah, definitely. Sorry, sisingit ko. Medyo out of flow, but I saw a question here. And I think a lot of people are very curious on this.
Aha.
Diba? I
Sabi
think
ni
this is
Steph. Nako,
go.
oo. Ako din, Steph, I talk to Dar every day and I also wonder the same thing. How do you push yourself, Dar, when you're down?
When I'm down, I allow myself to be down for a certain point of time. Na parang, no, seriously, I allow myself to feel bad. I allow myself to feel what I need to feel. If I'm angry, I need to feel the anger. If I'm sad, I need to feel the sadness, the frustration. I give myself that. But there's this fact. So this is a fact. So iba yung emotion, iba yung fact. That actually emotions just last for a couple of seconds. So what keeps it going is the story that you tell yourself after that. So you allow yourself to feel it because it's a clue of where you are, right? Na if you're angry, you're sad, you're upset, then you know you're not okay, right? Where you are is you're in a place that you're not okay. So it's a clue talaga of where you are. But at the same time, yun nga, you have to be able to feel it, and after you feel it, I guess I'll go back to my one of the steps earlier in terms of alignment, your purpose. Why are you here? What do you really want? So, and with that, usually I ground myself with love, the things that I'm doing. It's out of love. I really love my family, my Viviamo family. I want to be able to survive. I love the Bella community who've been with us for the past 16 years. I want to make a difference in our country. Na parang, I also feel yung what Prim said earlier, there's no bigger dream than to dream for your country. Alam mo yan, para akong aktivista. But I don't know, parang malakas lang siya, and then maybe that's where I draw my strength from, that value of love. There's also values of joy na parang, okay, this is something I love. Like, I think last week, with the nag-arts and crafts tayo with journal, revamp your journal with Janos. Yeah. So, it was just something I like doing. And actually, related to that, when you ground yourself with that values, mawawala yung fear and takot mo. As in, mawawala yung fear and takot mo, and mawawala rin yung insecurities mo. Kasi your intention na is love Your intention na is joy. Your intention na... So, can any intention be really wrong? Hindi, di ba? So, even if your action derived from that intention is wrong, you made a mistake, can you really fault yourself? The intention was good. Di ba? So, yun.
Dako, ayan ang daming tanong. Si
Dumami
Precious
na
is
yung questions
asking,
bigla.
how do you get over from a brokenness? You know, Precious, ako personally, I have been broken many times, and I think also from this summit, you will learn also na you embrace that. Diba? You just do. You get over it. As in talaga, you embrace that about you, and you pick up the pieces, and they will always be broken. But it's part of who you are
You have to
already.
go through it. There's no really over or parang ikot-ikutin. I mean, avoiding the brokenness. With everyone who, especially those who have a lot of trauma, diba? They judge themselves also na parang, kasalanan ko to, kaya nasira ako, kaya that's why I broke, that's why ganito. But parang, you have to put both pieces together good and bad. That's part of who you are. That's how you can be whole, by accepting that brokenness. So, ayan.
Ayan. And that is acceptance. Yes, Sai. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. So, sa sobrang daming takeaway, do not forget, meron pa rin tayong best takeaway prize. So, just keep sharing with us your best takeaways in the comment section. After this talk, we will choose the best one who will win a Puritan Pride Kit. Potence that complements your complexion. Vitamin D3 nourishes your skin with touches of vigor, similar to the benefits from the sun, with perfect potency for energy and strength. And vitamin C, the immunity companion, amplifying your immune system and gives you more eye-catching radiance. Being the power-up bundle, vitamins D3 and C act together as a 2-power enhancer for a sturdier body, immunity, and very good complexion. Power-up bundle is exclusively available at Last Mall. September Power-up, health is everyday, Puritan's Pride PH. Before we end, before we end, balik na natin yung totoong may-ari ng Belle de Jour, si Belle.
Go, Belle. Come on up.
Joke time. Hello. Hi guys. Hello. So yeah, before we end, we just want to remind everyone of our ongoing promos. So itong mga promos na to, maglala siya until September 30, except para dito sa ating mag-end na yung ating reach 1,500 yan. Yung pagka nag-reach ka ng 1,500, you'll get a free craft notebook. And then if you reach a minimum purchase of 2,000 pesos, you'll get a free anniversary notebook. Please just use the promo code ANIV, NTBK, and add to cart the anniversary notebook. When you reach a minimum purchase of 3,000 pesos, use the code add 150 off and you'll get a free anniversary notebook and a 150 off. So itong mga to guys, ano na to, hanggang ngayon na lang yan, okay? And we have
May
the
12, 11,
Oo,
59.
fine, okay. And of course, yung ating 15% off. Itong 15% off all throughout yan hanggang September 30. Ayan. And guys, yung ating free PVC, ito mag-e-end na rin yan mamaya hanggang 11:59 na lang din to. So if you use the promo code FREEPBC when you buy the 2022 planner, please add to cart the free PVC planner protector para maging free siya. And we have the free shipping na hanggang dinouble check ka. Hanggang September 30 pa to. Ayan.
Oo.
Kaya
Meron
hanggang
naman tayong
September 30 pa.
promos na until end of September 30. But the
Oo.
promos for today and tomorrow, sa mga naghihintay ng sweldo, actually, pwede kayong mag-COD and pwede rin kayong mag-Tendo Pay. So those are our options if you don't have the cash yet right now. But the cash is coming. It's two options that you can do. But of course, syempre gusto rin namin na parang it makes sense for you guys naman, 'di ba? Na bibilhin nyo. Kung kailangan, if you see the value in it, please do pass and share it to family and friends. And we hope that it makes a difference in your life. And together we can do we can journey together to rewrite our own stories.
Because
Yes.
so obviously planning is an essential during this time. So we really hope that this summit has empowered you to keep dreaming, to keep planning, and and just to
Yan.
keep going. So papaalala lang namin, promo testimonial winners will get a special prize from Ali Canita and Neutrogena. Intentional decluttering for joyful abundance, October 9, 2021, 2 to 4 p.m. Decluttering and keeping your home tidy brings a lot of benefits such as less stress, better sleep, and more time, money, and energy. Did you know? Oh, did you know that decluttering allows you to welcome wonderful gifts and blessings into your life too? So, i-declutter natin yung mga thoughts din natin, di ba?
Yes,
Let this
yes.
workshop
Guys, that's the price for the testimonial on
Testimonial.
You Got This page. You Got This PH event. So if you guys have time, please do share feedback with us in terms of what happened in the past 2 days. And if it made an impact, it really makes a difference also to the team. It makes us feel like, okay yung mga pinaghirapan namin.
Okay guys, so just to add lang din doon, the testimonial is exclusive for our FB groups and Viber community. So we'll be posting a Google form where you can submit your testimonial in the Belle Tribe BDJ Plan with Me. You Got This PH group and sa aming mga, ayan makikita nyo dyan sa baba, sa aming Viber community. So just go.ilovebdj.com/BDJ Viber community or go.crazyaboutpaper.com/cap Viber community. So yung kaninang sinabi ni Jazz is yung Ali Kenita, 'di ba? So yun yung top 3. So meron din kami yung yung sunod na 3, you'll get yung Neutrogena gift pack which is may lamang
patingin.
etong Hydro Boost, meron din siyang yung sunscreen na SPF 50. Ayan, tsaka yung moisturizer. So ayan.
Yeah,
So
so we
yun.
will have 6 winners. Actually, Belle, meron pa yung dagdag. Yung
Meron
gift
pa ba
from
yan?
Harem. Diba?
Meron pa ba? O, di ba?
Meron!
Meron pa ba? Di ba,
Good
nilipat
luck
na
naman
natin
kay
si
Larona sa lahat
Nalimutan
ng
natin sa
Oo.
raffle. Sa raffle pala.
Wala
Okay,
na.
okay.
Okay, wala na. Okay.
So, ayan. But guys, super ganda ng last two prizes natin sa testimonials kasi tinabi namin talaga siya for this. And I hope, yun nga, if you have nice stories or realization, it would really mean a lot to us.
And a great
Okay.
pivot point for your letters to yourself para magawa niyo yung homework ninyo.
Yes.
Yes. Guys, available pa while supplies last. Ito. So,
While
hanggang
supplies
September
last.
Oo, and September 30. Ayan. So, ang ating You Got This Clarity and Happiness Kit, this is worth 4,000 pesos. Guys, over 4,000 pesos. Pero, makukuha nyo na lang siya ng 1,499. Ayan.
And it includes a planner of your choice. So, alam ko
Yes.
yung mga iba na nakabila na ng planner, well, we hope it's something you guys can pass on to another friend instead. Okay.
Yan. So, ito, magpapasabi ako ng mga winners natin, guys. So, ang ating winners sa Deal or No Deal. Okay? So, ito.
Congratulations!
So, yung nanalo nung Focus 2022 Journal si Joan Agulio Sangalan. Yung BYS Lustrous Lipstick si Vim Pelagio Magbanwa. Yung case number 8, which is a Navi Planner, si Rosilizia Rioja. And then yung double glass mug si Mary Ann Lacaron. And then yung 2 game plan notebooks is si Jillian Jonco Bato. We also have yung ating best takeaway from the Learn to Love and Attract Money si Fritzy Belle Druni. We also have yung nag-share alive natin sa Learn to Love and Attract Money si Judith Carla Pua de la Torre. And then ang ating top budger si Jenny Crisostomo Tuble. And then yung best takeaway sa Find Courage and Catastrophe si Cindy Joy Sayo. And then sa ating Share the FB Live din si Nadine C. And yung Find Courage and Catastrophe si Wei Wei Ang. Of course, yung sa ating para sa last segment, ipopost namin siya sa You Got This. And siyempre, hindi ko na siya ma-announce eh. Okay. So, wait lang. Parang hinabol niya ata. May hinabol ba siya? Hinabol niya. Ang galing ni Micah. Ang galing nila Micah.
Go,
Hinabol
Mike.
nga pala. Okay, so yung dito sa Pivot, Plan, and Persist, best takeaway from Patricia Denise Tome Mag-isa, yung nag-share alive is si Len Domingo San Juan. And then, yung top badger, si Manila Foodies.
lahat panalo sa YGT Summit. And that is
Yes,
all, and that is our gratitude to our partners. Thank you to Revlon, Cravewell, Lazada, Elana Minerals, Vitapack, Moringa, Gluta-C, Echo Chef, Frankie's, Red Mango, Harem, Neutrogena, Ali Canita, Tokyo Fine, Sleep Pastel, Mondelez, Alaska, Lirio Chocolates, Nail Cafe Manila. And our first 100 sponsors, Revlon again, Sleep Pastel, Serenity, Anytime Fitness, and Pili Ani. Maraming salamat sa lahat ng brand partners namin at sa aming speakers for the past 2 days.
Yes.
And I think that's it. That concludes our You Got This Online Journaling Summit Year 2. Sobrang na-enjoy namin being with you today, and we are excited for you as you go on your rewriting journey.
Yes. Yay!
Okay.
Yay! Yes!
Don't forget, you got this.
Yeah! Sabay-sabay ba? You got?
Okay.
Okay.
One.
1, 2, 3. You
You got
this!
this.